All right, good morning, everybody. It's Randy Weckerly once again, and I am really honored today. This is an interview I've waited for a long time to have, and we're with Peter Uihlein, who I have known since he was this tall, maybe about 10 years old back then. And we put in a backyard for he and his dad, Mr. Uihlein, many years ago, and we're just really honored to have Peter with us today. And I'm really honestly, Peter, congratulations for being here, but I'm shocked this is your first year.
Yeah.
How did that happen? Been all over the world.
Been all over the world. Yeah, spent a lot of time overseas. Played the European Tour for 5 years, 1 year on the Challenge Tour. So just kind of took a little different path and kind of did my own thing for a little bit. And it was a great experience. Really enjoyed it. But glad to be here.
But that was something going on over to Europe. Was that something you and your dad talked about, or that was something? How did that come about when you decided to go down there?
It was a little bit of me just kind of not really traveling a lot growing up. Like I spent a lot of time obviously in Florida, Massachusetts, and Oklahoma. But other than that, I didn't really like to travel.
Yeah.
I went over and played the Open as an amateur. Really enjoyed it. Really enjoyed my experience over there. And I don't know.
So what he just said is you went over and played the Open as an amateur. So how'd you get into that? What was that?
Yeah,
wait a minute, you won the amateur.
I won the amateur, so that got me into the Open. And I don't know. I've always looked up to guys like Adam Scott and Ernie Els who started their careers in Europe or overseas, and I just didn't view it as anything different as being an American. So just right out of college, just kind of went over.
Did you travel on your own? Or were you with other guys?
No, I had my best friend went with me. He caddied for me for the first 2 years, and so we went over together. Our first event as a pro was in India, and for a guy who never really traveled the country or traveled outside the U.S. and then go to India for the first time was definitely an eye-opening experience.
It's quite an eye-opener.
Yeah.
I think in Bangladesh there's as many people 250 million people in Bangladesh, about the size of Wisconsin.
Yeah, exactly.
It's very compact. So how did you get into that tournament? What was that?
Just invites. The agency I was with at the time got me an invite, and so I went over and played. And I had a nice stretch. I played India, played in Qatar, Dubai, then played another one back in India, and then I think I went down to South Africa and played a few down there.
So you were on the road for 2-3 years?
Yeah, no, I'd come back and forth. But starting out, you had to be over there I would go over for 6-7 weeks at a time.
But you made it into the top 50, world series.
Yeah, a couple years. It took a couple years, and then I was there, and then so I played some some events here in the U.S. where WGCs, HSBCs, and things like that counted towards the tours, and I just still didn't really at that point feel like I was ready, and then I got hurt, and so I was out for a little bit, and then once I started playing good again, and then did the same thing, and then at that point I felt like I was ready, and then decided to come over and play.
As I said, I'm shocked this is your first year. Mm-hmm. So fully exempt. Is that was your status to get into here?
Yeah. Well, I was fully exempt last year through the web, but I guess this year I don't know how this one
was. It a shock when you got there?
Yeah,
did you know that, or I mean,
I know as long as you. I finished top 70 last year on FedEx, so I know I was in basically everything for this year. So I just didn't know. I didn't know how I don't know. I knew as long as you kept your card, you were in this event the next year.
Well, you've done good at that.
Yeah. So you finished top 70 was nice. That was my goal, because that got me into basically everything, which was nice.
Yeah. Well, you didn't you train, or you were in Florida? I mean, when you were cutting your teeth or your education?
I moved to Florida when I was 14. We went over to Bradenton, which is southwest of here.
Yeah.
And I've lived there. I've lived in Florida ever since, and I still go up north in the summers. Deutsche Bank this year I stayed at home, which was great during one of the playoff events.
Yeah.
That was nice.
Well, we see all the time on TV. We really enjoy this young man. We want to follow a guy. I'm predicting good things for him this week. I just did on camera before I came over here. And we wish you good luck, Peter. We're always going to be there. We know you're there for everybody around you. Great kid. Peter Uihlein, watch for him this week. He's going to be on TV a lot.
Appreciate it.
Go get him.